Amazing animation, mysteries to investigate, and plenty of shooting. All set in a 13th cartoon aesthetic with hand-drawn animations in a black and white world. This is Mouse P.I. for hire. You are Jack Pepper, a private investigator. The game starts without mud context in the middle of a chase, and you end up falling from the airship. And just like that, the game begins. Going back weeks to where it all started with the disappearance of a famous magician. The process is simple. You go to a place to investigate, explore, look for clues, and most importantly, shoot everyone up. After that, you return to your office and try to connect the clues and unravel the mystery. That's basically the gameplay loop. As you explore, you can find collectibles like newspapers that reveal more of the game lore, comic book pages, baseball cards, cash, extra ammo, and blueprints to upgrade your arsenal of weapons. The fact that the game is black and white didn't bother me and isn't a problem, at least for 90% of the game, and there's a small spoiler. There's only a small area of one level, as far as I know, that has a colorful section. Understand that being black and white is part of the game theme and aesthetic, but in my opinion everything would be so much more beautiful if had colors. But it's okay, that doesn't get in the way since things you can interact and break are highlighted while the rest is more gray. As you progress and the game throws more enemies at once, it sometimes get a bit confusing and the black and white visuals make it a little harder to keep track of everything, but this is more near the end of the game. Plus there's a level underwater where you wear a suit that is really hard to see. Classically not liking the water level in a game. The game's animation are by far the most amazing thing in this game. Everything moves, everything is so beautiful and extremely well animated. It's so cool to see a new weapon for the first time because it shows a unique animation, and every time you level up a weapon it also shows another unique animation, so the animations carry this game. I love the details, also how your heart at the bottom left changes as your health gets low. The heart also changes while you are wearing an armor. As I say, every weapon has a unique animation when you pick up and another animation every time you level up, and also every time you level up the weapon looks different. I could spend hours and hours and hours watching this animation. I love it. The game is pretty linear. You don't really investigate. What I mean is, you go to a place, in this case you go to a new map, there you can explore to find collectibles, but there's a linear path to follow and you always find clues along the way. Once you finish the level, you return to your office, or rather to the neighborhood where your office is located, and you just place the clues on the board. But everything is very linear. It's just to help you visualize things better and understand the story more clearly. It's not something where the player has to connect the clues manually. Everything is automatic. So the entire investigation process is, in a way, fully automatic, which doesn't bother me. The shooting gameplay is really fun. Up until halfway through the game, you still have few weapons. You need to keep switching between at least 2 or 3 because the ammo for each weapon is very limited and runs out quickly. As you upgrade your weapons up to a maximum of 3 times, you can end up using just one weapon or 2, even though there's a better weapon for certain enemies. Some enemies have very high health, for example, and the shotgun is very good against them. Otherwise, I always use the one machine gun has to unlock it. The game's story is interesting, make you want to know more, at least for me. And you will see the clues connecting more and more as they start unfound. It's kinda cool. My experience with the game was really good. The game itself is great, the animations are exceptional, the gameplay is very simple. The story was cool enough, but nothing too incredible, but it's cool. The maps are very fun, very creative, and the character voices are also excellent. I have to admit that the fact the game is black and white and some characters look very similar to each other make it a bit hard for me to tell them apart, and in the final hours of the game I got a little tired of the gameplay, was kind of repetitive. The bosses in the game are in general pretty cool, nothing too difficult or too complicated overall. That's it, I like the game, it's a very unique game, I can say, almost worth it just because of the animations, really. I recommend it, and I love the game being black and white. It's pretty unique also. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment below. Share the video if you really like it, and subscribe for the channel for more content. There's more videos where I talk about my journey through other games. They are showing up in the screen right now. You can click one of them, and see you next time.